Hello student, good morning. As we are discussing in the civics about the role of the government in health. So as we have discussed about the healthcare in our country, so we have compared many things in the previous video. So now let's have a discussion after this one what they have given. India has a large number of doctors, clinics and the hospitals, and as you all know that we have discussed as well as India is having the large numbers of the doctors, clinics and the hospitals. The country has also that is considerable experience and knowledge in running a public healthcare system. And here we are also having the experience and knowledgeable knowledgeable things to run how the public healthcare system will be governed and ruled. This is a system of hospitals and the health centers run by the government. As you all know that many of these hospitals and the health centers, these are mainly run by the government. It has the ability to look after the health of a large sections of its population scattered over hundreds of thousands of the villages. As you all know that as India, as we have talked about the number of doctors, numbers of the hospitals, everything in the previous video we have discussed. So as well as the that healthcare sector here, it has the ability to look after the health of the thousands of the millions of the population, thousands of the of its population who are suffering from any disease. So in thousands and hundreds of the villages, the health facilities have been primary health facilities have been just given by provided by the government. We will go into more detail on this later. Moreover, there has been a phenomenal advancement in medical science whereby many new technologies and treatment procedures are available in the country. Here they have given as with the help of the technologies, with the help of the inventions, and as well as with the help of the treatment procedures. So what happened? New things, new innovative things have been introduced in the health sector. Okay. However, the second column points out how poor the health situation in our country is. And in the first one column, up side, we have discussed about it. And in the second column, if you see, so how the poor people, how the poor the health situation is our country. I mean to say how the people, how they are suffering from the poor health. So with all the above positive development, we are not able to provide proper health care facilities to people. So here, as we are trying, but we are unable to provide the proper health facilities to them. So after this one, what they have given, this is a paradox, something that is contrary to what we would expect. Okay, so here it means to say that whatever the second column has shown there over there, so it shows the poor health conditions of our country and what we would expect from that. As one side we are having better health facilities and another side so poor health conditions over there. Our country has the money, knowledge and people with experience but cannot make the necessary healthcare available to all. As you all know that with experience, with necessary healthcare, everything is available in our country, but we are unable to provide the basic healthcare to all the citizens. In this chapter, we will look at some of the reasons for this. As one of the story has been given here about the story of Hakim Sheikh. Okay, what they have given in this one story, let's have a discussion. Hakim Sheikh was a member of the Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti PBKMS. This is Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti, an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. Okay, one evening in 1992, he accidentally fell off a running train and suffered head injuries. So what happened with that person? So, and one evening, that is 1992, he got an accident. He met with an accident, running train, and suffered head injuries. And he was in a very serious conditions and needed immediate treatment. Then he was taken to a government hospital in Kolkata, but they refused to admit him because they didn't have a spare bed. Okay, so this thing you can see. So what are the condition of the government hospitals? Another hospital didn't have the facility or the specialized doctors necessary for his treatment. And in this way, he spent 14 hours in a critical state and was taken to the 8 different government hospitals, but none of them admitted him. Finally, he was admitted in a private hospital where he received treatment. He spent a lot of money on his treatment. Angry and upset over the indifferent attitudes of all the hospitals that refused to admit him, Hakim Sheikh and this particular organization, PBKMS, filed a case in the court. Then what happens? See, the cost of the cure. Here, the conversation had been given. Aman and Ranjan are good friends. While Ranjan comes from a well-to-do family, Aman's parents have to struggle to make ends meet. Here they have given example. So Ranjan comes from a well-to-do family. He belongs from well family, where the Aman not belong from a good family. Then the conversation had been given. Hi Aman, good to see you back. Have you? How have you been? Then I had viral. Then what? The building looked so posh. I thought it was a five-star hotel. Daddy said that was because it was a private hospital with the best facilities. I had a viral fever and had to go to the hospital. Oh, me too. I just go back to the school on Monday. My daddy took me to see the doctor at a new hospital in the Kingsway. It was so exciting. Daddy had paid, that is 500 rupees, at the reception counter itself before we even meet to the doctor. There was nice music playing and everything was really clean and shiny. Okay, then the doctor asked for many tests, but everyone was so friendly. The lady who took my blood for testing, told me so many jokes that I forgot to feel the pain. After the test result came, we went back to the doctor. He looked through them and said everything was fine, and I only had viral fever. He prescribed some medicines and rest. So here you can see the condition of the means a well-to-do family or a poor family. As Ranjan, he got one of that one viral fever. So he went to a private hospital, and whatever the facilities he got over there, he was explaining about this one. Then, have you ever heard the one about the Batman on reality TV? So, young man, this pink pill should be taken 3 times a day. And here it was in the government hospital condition. Okay, so after this one, sorry, it was the condition of the this one private hospital. So young man, this pink pill should be taken 3 times in a day, and the white tablet once before bedtime. That for the that is body ache. Okay, this one is a syrup. Don't worry, it is tasty. Thank you, doctor. I feel better already. Like this, you can see. So after this one, yes, if you see, I have been dying to tell you about it. But what about you? Which hospital did you go? Now the Ranjan is asking to the Aman. Hmm. It wasn't as nice yours at all. At first, Abba didn't want to take me because he said it would take too much time. So now they have told the condition of the government hospital. Upside, whatever the conversation was there, that was related to the private hospital. Okay, then, and after this one, it really did. And we went to a big government hospital and we had to wait in a long queue, in a long line at the OPD counter. I was feeling so sick that I had to lean on Abba all the times. I was just leaning on my Abba's shoulder. Then, when our turn came, the doctor examined me and asked for a blood test. Then we had to go and stand in another long line queue. People were crowding around in the testing room too. We got the test result after 3 days and went back to the hospital. There was a different doctor on that day. Show me his OPD card and this the test results quickly, please. Okay, then he seems to be suffering from a bout of viral fever. Nothing to worry about it. All he needs in this one fever reducing medicine. Then my hospital was so nice, but they gave me many medicines and the whole thing cost quite a lot. Oh, my treatment didn't cost much. At last they were talking with them, this one, while the Ranjan is saying the cost of my hospital is uh, so big, and as well as so lots of medicines, but the Aman is saying my treatment isn't much, means didn't cost much. So this is the conversation and this is the conditions they have shown here about the private and the government hospitals. Okay. Then after this one, public and private health care services. Here we will come to know about the public and private health care services. From the above story, you must have understood that we can roughly divide up various healthcare facilities into two categories: public health services, private health facilities. Okay, the first they have explained here, public health services. Okay, so we will have a discussion about the public health services in the next video. Okay.